Today, on this Monday, we embrace the power of now. For if not now, when? Mondays, with all their reputation, are mere human constructs, yet they remind us of the preciousness of starting afresh. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and allow yourself to be fully present in this moment. Imagine the passion that stirs within you, be it writing, reading, painting, or sculpting. Today, you take one small step towards that passion. Visualize yourself leaving a mark, something beautiful and uniquely yours, as if today was your last day on this planet. With each breath, let go of tomorrow's worries and yesterday's regrets. Focus on the now, the act of creation. The joy of expression is yours to claim today. Let this meditation guide you towards taking that step, however small, towards your passion. Let today be the day. You just do it. As we embrace the energy of Monday and the motivation it brings, let's also shift our focus towards the power of positive self-talk. This seamless transition from setting intentions for the week to nurturing a kind and empowering dialogue with ourselves is key. It's about carrying forward the momentum of starting anew into the everyday practice of speaking to ourselves with compassion and encouragement. Let's dive into how transformational vocabulary can shape our thoughts and actions, making every moment an opportunity for growth and positivity. The art of positive self-talk, a practice that can transform your thoughts and, by extension, your life. The words we choose to describe our experiences, our self-perception, and our future are incredibly powerful. This is where transformational vocabulary comes into play. It's about consciously choosing words that uplift and motivate us, rather than words that bring us down. Let's start with some examples that you can follow along with. 1. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," try, "I am learning how to do this." 2. Swap. "This is too hard" with, "This is challenging, but I am up for it." 3. Replace. "I always mess up" with, "I make mistakes, but I learn from them." These shifts in language can change your mindset from one of limitation to one of growth and potential. By practicing positive self-talk, you're not just changing the narrative, you're changing your reality. Remember, the power of now is immense. If not now, when? Use today as a reminder to embrace your passions. Take that small step towards your dreams and speak kindly to yourself. Your words have the power to shape your world. As you slowly open your eyes, carry this motivation with you. Let the energy of now propel you forward. Today is your day. Let's make it count.